The Rolex Submariner is considered the quintessential watch, embodying the very essence of what comes to mind when one thinks of a watch. Despite its simplicity, plain design, and lack of imagination, it stands out as one of the most popular and iconic timepieces globally. The question remains, what makes it so universally acclaimed? The beginnings of the Rolex Empire are anchored in more humble origins than one might initially assume. This colossal brand, now a titan in the luxury watch industry, boasting an extensive fan base, had a rather unconventional start. In the early 1900s, wristwatches were far from being a commonplace accessory, particularly for men. Deemed as effeminate and delicate, wristwatches faced a societal bias that viewed them as unsuitable for the masculine wardrobe. The year 1905 marked a pivotal moment when Hans Wilsdorf, the visionary founder of Rolex, set out on a mission to revolutionize the watch industry. In a market dominated by traditional pocket watches, Wilsdorf, a savvy businessman with no formal background in watchmaking or design, faced the formidable challenge of introducing a groundbreaking concept. His distinctive skill lay in taking existing ideas, ingeniously combining them, and then strategically marketing them to captivate a novel audience. While employed at a Swiss watch exporter, Wilsdorf conceived a groundbreaking idea. The prevailing trend of pocket watches, though fashionable, posed practical challenges for individuals in various fields such as industry, science, engineering, and exploration. This period, marked by a commitment to progress following the Industrial Revolution, saw the pocket watch gradually becoming obsolete in these advancing fields. Wilsdorf astutely observed that the wristwatches available at the time were predominantly designed as jewelry for women. Hans Wilsdorf's vision extended beyond the mere procurement of a wristwatch movement. Drawing on his extensive connections in Switzerland, he carefully selected a wristwatch movement renowned for its impressive accuracy and took the innovative step of commissioning the production of custom cases tailored to house these movements. This marked the inception of a meticulous and groundbreaking process that laid the foundation for what would evolve into the iconic Rolex brand. Driven by his admiration for British culture, Wilsdorf made a strategic decision to relocate to London, where he established his business. In the heart of London, he painstakingly assembled these precision movements into the specially crafted cases, shaping the identity of a brand that would soon become synonymous with excellence and innovation. Rolex. This strategic blend of Swiss precision and British craftsmanship established Rolex as a unique and influential player in the watchmaking industry. Wilsdorf understood that merely creating reliable watches wouldn't be sufficient. To achieve his vision of professionals wearing his timepieces, he needed a compelling angle to set his watches apart as the go-to choice for the job. Wilsdorf, leaving nothing to chance, didn't settle for just one approach. He explored multiple avenues. His strategic moves began with ensuring his creations underwent accuracy reviews, security chronometer ratings, a groundbreaking achievement as it marked the first chronometer ratings for a wristwatch, a feat attempted by none before. Hans Wilsdorf's ingenuity went beyond the introduction of a self-changing date. He also implemented a revolutionary waterproofing concept for his watches, drawing inspiration from a display at London's Great Exhibition that had taken place a half a century later. This forward-thinking approach set his watches apart from the competition and showcased Wilsdorf's commitment to innovation. Additionally, Wilsdorf adopted a novel marketing strategy, tapping into the rising trend of celebrity endorsements. One notable collaboration was with the renowned swimmer Mercedes Glice, who proudly sported his watch during her record-breaking attempt to swim the English Channel. This strategic and multifaceted approach not only showcased the reliability and functionality of Rolex watches, but also positioned the brand as a trailblazer in the watchmaking industry. Rolex emerged as a distinctive and pioneering force, backed by innovative features and a forward-looking marketing approach. Hans Wilsdorf, the visionary behind Rolex, consistently embraced a philosophy grounded in simplicity, utilizing existing resources, especially those that remained unexplored. One of the watershed moments in Rolex's history came in 1945, when Wilsdorf unveiled what could be considered one of the most groundbreaking ideas: the self-changing date feature. It's truly extraordinary to consider that even after more than half a century since the inception of Patek Philippe, and an astounding 2 centuries since the establishment of Vacheron Constantin, the concept of a self-changing date hadn't materialized. Despite the existence of complex horological marvels like perpetual calendars, minute repeaters, and tourbillons, the self-changing date stood out as an innovation yet to be realized. In essence, what set Rolex apart from more experienced competitors was the simplicity of the idea, an uncomplicated date display that changed at midnight. Unlike the intricate perpetual calendar on which it was based, the Rolex date display didn't bother with the complexities of tracking the varying days in each month. Instead, it focused on being affordable, compact, and most importantly, practical. Today, with instant access to information, it might be challenging to grasp the significance of such a feature. However, picture a time when knowing the date required checking a calendar or buying a newspaper. With the DateJust, you could glance at your wrist and instantly know the date. The concept was so straightforward and obvious that it might seem surprising no one else had thought of it. The DateJust, true to its name, arrived without fuss or frills, presenting just the date. It became the foundation on which Rolex established its dominance in the professional market, transforming what was initially a gimmick into a genuine game changer. Regardless of your profession or passion, whether you were a pilot, scientist, diver, explorer, or racing driver, Rolex had a watch tailored for you, and it was the DateJust that solidified the brand's distinctive style and ethos, grabbing the attention of enthusiasts worldwide. This timepiece wasn't just a fashionable accessory, it was a practical watch that could withstand tough conditions, unlike the delicate creations of traditional manufacturers who were just beginning to acknowledge the shift toward wristwatches. Since the introduction of the DateJust, Rolex's core values have remained remarkably consistent. While there have been various models, updates, and technical enhancements over the years, the essence embodied in the DateJust continues to shape the brand. Despite the evolving role of mechanical wristwatches as objects for enjoyment and appreciation, Rolex adheres to simplicity and cleanliness in design. These principles not only contributed to Rolex's resilience during the quartz crisis, but also propelled the brand to its current pinnacle of success. Rolex, even in the face of changing trends, stays true to the fundamental philosophy that marked its inception and has been a key factor in its enduring appeal. Closing it up, we appreciate your company here at ventichic. If you found this video helpful or enjoyable, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment to share your thoughts, and hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for future updates. Until next time, take care and see you in our upcoming video.